الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome, I am Badruddin Muhammad and you are watching the English news program of Somaliland National Television. These are the main stories making headlines. Minister of Health alongside a high-profile delegation departs to the UK. Cultural leaders of Morodijeh region call on the residents to sustain peace. President Barack Obama condemns Russia's aggression in Ukraine. The Somaliland Minister of Health, Suleiman Ahmed Issa Haglatosiye, alongside a high-profile delegation, have departed from Igal International Airport on a trip to the UK. The minister and his delegation are expected to hold meetings with the key British health officials and sign medical agreements with several medical colleges and universities in the UK. Minister of Health Suleiman Ahmed Issa Haglatosiye, accompanied by the Director General of Hargeisa Group Hospital, Ahmed Haji Umar Askar, Diriye Eric, Dean of Medical Faculty, Hassan Ibrahim Bulsho, President of Erigafo University, and Musa Hassan Yusuf, a member of Shifat Organization. Minister of Health Suleiman Issa Haglatosiye spoke to the Somaliland National Television at the airport and informed about meetings which are due to be held between members of Somaliland's delegation and officials of several UK universities to sign medical partnership agreements. Musa Hassan Yusuf, a member of Shifat Organization and a member of the minister's delegation, briefly gave an interview to Somaliland National Television and spoke about the objective of the medical partnership agreements which are due to be signed between Ministry of Health for Somaliland and UK 3 universities and 3 UK universities, and he stated.
The program that Shifat has embarked on almost 2 years ago is a health systems program. It's one where we're working at many different levels, particularly around building human capital and human resources. We've been talking to a number of institutions, particularly academic and medical institutions across the United Kingdom, Manchester being one, Bristol being another one, Cardiff being another one, and 3 London-based universities. So Alhamdulillah, I'm here at the airport today with the Minister for Health, the Director of Hargeisa Group Hospital, along with the Dean of Medicine for Hargeisa University, who will join us from Addis Ababa. And the purpose of the visit is to further establish those collaborative partnerships that we've been working on and to deliver a sustainable outcome which would help strengthen the healthcare systems, both in terms of service delivery, in terms of capacity building and education, and also in terms of strategic planning and programming. Also, as part of the delegation, we have Hassan Ibrahim Bulsho, who's from Senag University, where Shifat will be working as part of the primary healthcare program. So we hope that with this delegation we'll be able to utilize some of the programs that have existed and have been established here, and also strengthen them for the future, so that the healthcare systems can develop with the support of the UK organizations.
Currently, you will be departing soon, and hopefully this project will go ahead. Once it starts, are there any key areas academically which the program will focus on to help assist healthcare development in Somaliland?
Yes, some of the key areas is around medical education and ensuring that we have a robust plan to sustain and develop new doctors. Equally, we have many institutions across Somaliland who deliver training for midwives, nurses, lab technicians. Those we hope that with this kind of partnership will strengthen them. So we have human resources being our #1 priority. The other area where we lack is health information management system, where particularly for Shifat it's a key focus, where we need to have and collect robust information around health to ensure that we are providing adequate healthcare services. Those two are the two key main areas, alongside leadership and governance, because without proper infrastructure, without leadership and management in place, it's very difficult for any system, whether it's health, education, to function. So as part of that, we're hoping, particularly with Imperial College London, that we'll be able to get some leadership and management training, some which would be distance learning and some which we can provide in-house, so we'll be able to pass on that knowledge through Hargeisa University and other universities in Somaliland.
You mentioned Imperial College, great university in London. You said that there was 3 London-based universities. Could you give us an idea into the other 2 as well, please?
Yep. So Imperial College at the moment is one that we're talking to, who are focusing on leadership and management. The other university we have is UCL, University College London, who have one of the largest global health departments. We have the global health director who will be joining us for further discussions, and their interest is around research for health and developing research. So that's one area where we lack, in terms of research and collecting evidence-based practice. And finally, the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, which is the second highest public health institution in the world. So we hope that they'll be focusing more around research, particularly around clinical research. So we hope we can utilize some of those knowledge and resources, and this would then lead to positive outcome for the healthcare system of Somaliland.
And you're going to be working, as part of this delegation you have the Dean of Medicine for Hargeisa University alongside the President of Ergava University. Is there a particular strategy to differentiate between the two, or would it be a general system that will be rolled out?
Yeah. We are pleased to report that lately all the universities across Somaliland have joined to form a partnership. So the work that we do with Hargeisa University will equally be benefited, whether it's GOLIS, ADMIS and any other institution or university that has health programs. So although yes, we are focusing on Hargeisa being the largest one, but clearly others, whether it's Senag University or others, will be able to utilize the resources that we have.
A ceremony was held for the 2nd anniversary of the Genocide Research and Investigation Office in the capital city of Somaliland, Hargeisa. Top-ranking officials of the Somaliland government, including ministers of justice, planning, and several officials from the international organizations in Somaliland, also attended the ceremony. This office's task is to collect data of the Siad Barre's regime's genocide to the Somaliland people's field research and investigating them to show the international community the struggle Somaliland has been through on achievement the existing stability throughout the nation. The chairman of the Somaliland Genocide Research Office, Khadr Abdi Leke, spoke at the opening of the event and explained the different stages the office ensured to overcome. We have been through 3 graves so far. We have 140 witnesses that were present at the time the genocide took place. We issued to DNA to find the relatives of the victims and trying to relocate these bodies now, said by the chairman of the Genocide Research and Investigation Office. Somaliland Minister of Planning, Saad Ali Shire, spoke at the event and elaborated on the task of the office, which is showing facts to people of Somaliland and reminding them the difficulties Somaliland confronted to gain its rightful independence. I want to remind public of Somaliland what we have done to deserve this peace we're living in now. Somalilanders willingly sacrificed their lives for this nation, so let's not exercise anything that harms this, said by the Somaliland's Minister of Planning, Saad Ali Shire. Hussein Ahmed Aidid, Somaliland Minister of Justice, speaking at the event, also enlarged the role of this office to Somaliland. The minister admired the committee's campaign on keeping the Somaliland people aware of the history and the facts. Conclusively, several officials presented their idea to this committee and congratulated them for their role. Cultural leaders of Maroodijeex region held a press conference in the capital of Somaliland, Hargeisa, to call on the residents to uphold peace and provide favorable cooperation for the current administration. The cultural leaders speaking on the need of sustaining peace and stability of Somaliland stated that the Republic of Somaliland has enjoyed peace throughout the 23 years after it reclaimed independence, and that Somaliland citizens are sought to provide major responsibility in avoiding anything which is downside for the independence of Somaliland. The cultural leaders added that the current administration of Somaliland has ensured more progress on a number of forefronts which need to be praised, and that citizens should support the run of the incumbent president for the upcoming presidential elections. It's not the first time cultural leaders of Maroodijeex call on the citizens to sustain peace and support the current government in ensuring more progress. On the contrary, a number of intellectuals and cultural leaders have recently been offering support for the serving president's run to the upcoming presidential elections due to the remarkable progress that his government portrayed ever since the president came to power. You're still watching the English news program on Somaliland National Television, the only Somali-speaking channel with an English news program. U.S. President Barack Obama marked the 25th anniversary of the fall of communism in Poland in a special ceremony in Warsaw. President Barack Obama condemns Russian aggression in Ukraine. The enduring theme of his visit to Europe is the U.S.'s commitment to stand alongside nations in the east of Europe. On this, the second day of his 4-day trip, he recalled Poland's struggle to democracy before his rhetoric turned to events in Ukraine. How can we allow the dark tactics of the 20th century to define the 21st century? He asked the audience, which included head of state and members of royalty. We will not accept Russia's occupation of Crimea or its violation of Ukraine's sovereignty, he said. As we have been reminded by Russia's aggression in Ukraine, he added, our free nations cannot be complacent in pursuit of the vision we share, a Europe that is whole and at peace. The Taliban have released a 17-minute video showing the handover of U.S. Army Sergeant Bao Bendal to the American military close to the Afghan border with Pakistan in an exchange for 5 militants held at U.S. jail Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. Taliban released video of Bendal handover to U.S. military. The video shows a Bendal clean-shaven, dressed in a white salwar kameez and with a shaved head, waiting in a white pickup truck as Taliban militant outside lean in to talk to him. He appears to blink in the bright light, assessing as they speak. The videos authentically could not be independently verified. It shows armed gunmen dotting the hills around the valley. As Black Hawk helicopters overhead draw closer to the meeting point, the Taliban reporter speaking over the clip explains, we told them there are 18 armed fighters, and the American said that is all right, the male voice said. As one of the helicopters landed throwing up a cloud of dust, Bendal is led to his rescuers by 2 men, when leading him by the hand and another waving white cloth crudely tied to a wooden stick. Most of the Taliban have their faces covered with scarves, where Bendal while Baghdad wears his over his shoulders. That's the end of our news. Until next time, thanks for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.